I didn't even look.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, yo.
Welcome to another night of My Life Has Destiny podcast, where we are your hosts, Coco and Quint.
Hey, yo.
And we are here just to do a check in on tonight, y'all. We're not going to be up here long. Both of us had long days, but they were productive. Y'all congratulate my sister on her order that has come in. I'm excited for her. Listen, when God does a thing, you have to celebrate the people that you love because you want to see them go up. So I'm excited about what God is doing in this season. I know y'all seen it posted on her page if y'all following us. So yes, that is a blessing, blessing, blessing. And yes, God has been great to me too. My orders are coming in daily. So I am excited. I thank all of y'all for just the support, guys. It's so important to have a great support system. And you guys have been supporting us for almost 5 whole years.
It don't
And
seem
that
like it's on God.
it
No.
does not seem like it, but that is such a blessing for those of you that's been with us from the beginning, from Blog Talk. And now we are here, and God is doing great things, and we're steady expanding. We're expanding in our personal life, we're expanding in our spiritual life, expanding in our business life. God is yet elevating, and for all of you that God has been touching, guys, listen, when God opened the door, you either got to walk through it or walk out of it. It's up to you now which way you need to go. If that door is open for you to walk out of it, walk and don't look back. If you got to come into it, come in and come in with confidence, knowing that God is in complete control and He's going to take care of you either way it goes. Don't hold on to something that God wants you to let go of. Don't keep praying over the same thing when you know it's nothing but negativity. Now, if it's meant to humble you, I don't even know where this is coming from. If it's meant to humble you, then stay right there because you're in a good place. That means you got to learn something through it. And anything that you do, you got to learn something through it. But humility brings you a long way. I always pray for God to keep me low, meek, and humble, naked, empty, and nothing. Why? Because I always want to self evaluate. I always want to look in the mirror. Sometimes you got to make the mirror your best friend. Look in the mirror. Don't judge people. Stop being spectators. Don't know where that came from either. Stop being a spectator and looking at, oh, I wonder who they talking about. Or you sowing seeds of discord. Cut it out. Look at yourself. Now it's time for you to look at yourself. If you are not elevating, that means you are not sowing into you. It's time for you to get a little bit selfish because we give, we give, we give. But when it comes to us, we don't feel like we're deserving, so we don't sow into ourselves. When it comes to us, we don't invest in ourselves. But it's time for you to invest in you so you can stop being stagnant. Okay? So it's time for you to mature in the thing, grow in the thing, grow through a thing. All right. So that's what I have for you. We are, we are elevating in this season. And I'm excited to say that God is moving by his spirit. He is moving. And you got to move with the shift. When he tells you to move, you move. If he tell you to stand still, you stand still. Walk in obedience in this season. He didn't tell you to be perfect, but walk in obedience. Okay? Sissy, what you got for the people on tonight?
What I have realized that throughout this time and throughout the year, really since the year has came in, that people and it's sad to have to say this, but people find it easier to judge you than to pray for you or support.
That's true.
Um, and it's the stuff that people don't say, but is being said.
Yes.
You can tell when you walk in the room, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And you know that it's just being said, it's being talked about, whatever have you.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. Everybody not gonna be happy for your achievements and things of that nature. But okay, if you're not happy for what somebody else has accomplished, you still don't have to speak negative on it.
That's right.
Swipe left, swipe right. Don't even scroll on it. Go about your business, right?
That's
And
it.
so, but that's not what people do. Um, I can tell when it's an issue for certain people. My thing is, what I've dealt with throughout the last few years, I'm gonna brag on what God do for me. And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't like to brag, you ain't gotta watch.
Don't watch.
You know what I mean?
Keep
But I'm
it
gonna
moving.
brag on what He do for me because
Keep it moving.
I always know that it could have been another way,
That's right.
and so I brag on what He do because He didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
He did it because that was His choice.
That's right.
Oh no, nothing I did. You know what I mean? But it
Mm-hmm.
was His choice. Um, I just remember the main thing that stuck out to me right before the new year came in is something that Apostle said. And she made sure she let everybody know the way you start your year is the way your year gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I started my year is the way my year has been so
Mm-hmm.
far. And I just sat back and I said, okay, God, I thank you for what I know that you have already done. I thank you for whatever is coming.
Mm-hmm.
And just continue to prepare me, right? Always keeping myself in a place where I don't know what he gonna do. I'm not finna box him in. Cause
That's right.
my mind could think he finna do one thing and he do something else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm not dumb. And everything I do, I know that the enemy ain't too far behind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because whenever you come up, he lurking,
That's right.
right? And so at the end of the day, like you still have to be on your guard and be on guard for that part of your life and who you are. You can't leave that part out. Um, I don't know. It's just been weird to be around people. I had the opportunity when I got back in town on Sunday to be here for the ordination service for the leaders of our church that got ordained and the ones that got licensed. It was a great service. It was a beautiful service. And I can't even count. I can't even give you the head count of how many got licensed and ordained. The beautiful part for me is that they all just accepted the call. And then on top of that, you had so many married couples that accepted the call together.
It's
And
beautiful.
then, you know, so it that was a great thing. But it's just to watch and know where some people have come from and to see them get there and you just sit back and say you did it. You did it. Congratulations, you did it. You know what I mean? And it's just that surreal moment that you can really just congratulate everybody, right? But they all feel it differently in their own way, right? Because when you accept the call, that's a personal thing.
That's
And
right.
so, you know, after you accept the call, it's a different walk
Mm-hmm.
because you got to walk a little different. You got to move a little different. Things of that nature. And it's something when you sit back and you think about how how life is going. even with what we got going on now, he is blessing, and I'm grateful for the blessing. But I sit back and I still look at, you have brought me from a mighty, mighty, mighty long way. A mighty long way. Who would have thought that this is where I would have been, that I would be where I am now a couple years ago? I wouldn't have thought that, because some of the things that I currently do won't even hit my brain at the time. You know, it was things I knew how to do and I would do off and on, but I never thought to turn it into something bigger than what it was. And a lot of times God give you an idea of something and you choose not to move on the idea, but you really sitting on something and he looking at you like you got a need, but the way to meet the need is in your hand.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
But you ain't doing nothing.
That's right.
Quint like to say, get up off your do nothing and do something. That she used to say that back in the day, right? Every once in a blue moon it'll come out now. But back in the day she used to say it a lot. And it's something when you sit back and think about how many people sit back and you wondering how you finna do this and you wondering how you gonna do that. But you could get up in your kitchen and sell plates and pay a bill.
That's
Cause,
right.
'cause everybody gonna eat,
Everybody gonna eat.
right? I mean, and it's just so many things that when you sit back and actually think about it and wonder how where life can go, but to know that you've been kept and he kept you through a lot of stuff that you was even unaware about. Granted, are we where we want to be? No, no. Do we see ourselves getting there? Definitely, but we're not where we want to be yet, right? And so even in that, you still have to go with the progress to process kind of deal. Um, and that's what you have to do. Like you can't skip the process. And so it's just like, what do you do? Right?
You,
When you see everybody else trying to outrun the process, you try to walk around it, you trying to skip, as they used to say, you try to skip uh parts of the instructions.
mm-hmm.
Right? And when you try to skip parts of the instructions, whatever you putting together fall apart because you didn't put all the notes and bolts in it. Right? And so you can't skip the process. You just got to go through it. It ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
be comfortable. You probably ain't gonna like most of it. But when it's all said and done,
You
when it's all
know,
said and
it's funny. I was talking to somebody a few minutes ago,
done.
and I said, it's a blessing. I was telling her we about to go on this girls' trip,
Mm-hmm.
and I was excited about it. And I was like, and then next week, I'm supposed to be someplace else. And I said, it's a blessing when you're not living check to check and your bills are paid and you could see God moving on your behalf. Because for a long time, the struggle was real, so real. And it's like, I want to do, but
Couldn't do.
couldn't do, or gotta wait, or, but no. But when God start opening up them doors for you to walk through, and you look in and you like, whoo, thank you, Lord. There is an overflow. And I could say, okay, Coco, let's do. Or Coco could say, Q, let's do. Okay, when we doing it? What do I need to do? How do I need to do it? And it's a blessing in itself because it took a long time and it took some tears and it took major faith. What? Major faith.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but now that process, it was a learning experience. And we still being processed to go through some stuff.
Yeah.
but you can see the progress now in the process. Now we could breathe.
It's
Now we could come up for a little bit of air.
it's something because the type of stuff I want to do and the type of parties I want to have ain't nobody gonna come to, right? But it's the stuff that'll help somebody.
Yes.
Like in my brain, while you were sitting there talking, I was like, "Oh, let's have a budget and saving party."
Yes.
You see
Yes.
what I'm saying? Let's have a budget and saving party.
Let's do it.
Let's have everybody get
But
together.
see, you know what's crazy about that? Because remember, we put flyers out to do that. What, last year?
Yes, yeah. Yep.
Nobody registered.
Yep.
Nobody registered. But and I was thinking today, I was like, let's just do a full out vending event
Oh yeah.
in
Yeah,
person.
definitely want to do that.
Full out vending event in person. And it's strictly vendors.
Yeah.
We put it together, vendors supporting vendors. And whoever wanna come. You
Yeah. Just
purchase your
business,
take, huh?
just business supporting business, man.
That's it. Business supporting business. And we just go out and we have a good time and we learn from each other. We can have a couple speakers speaking on business, and that's it. Go home.
Right.
Go home. So if you're starting a small business and this is something that you may want to do, and we're going to do it in Virginia and we're going to do it in North Carolina. Cuz see, we're a part of both states. So
Yeah.
so we're going to get it done. So if this is something that you want to do, let us know. And we're definitely about to start planning when we come up off tomorrow, because I'll be there tomorrow. So we're
Yeah.
gonna start planning on tomorrow. We're gonna put an event together. We're gonna get a date, and those that want to come, and God is gonna have who He want there. Because now my mindset is God will bring the people. We're not just going to say, okay, we're going to put something together and then we're going to cancel because it don't look like what God is saying. No,
Right.
no. Full out, full pledge, we're going. So it is what it is. And those of you, y'all know, Coco is doing the Christian pop the balloon. So y'all, there is still time to register. Yes, we are still hosting it. Coco's hosting it. I'm going to help her. Let me make this clear. Coco's hosting this, and I'm going to help her. I'm showing up. Okay. And she told me I had to get dressed. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's
It's gonna
dressed
be fun.
dressed to impress, but not dressed to impress to the much where you're like elegantly dressed. I mean, I'm not telling y'all to come because it's black tie. That ain't what I'm saying. But come dressed to impress to meet people.
Yes. Okay. So be cute.
Yeah.
That's what we saying. Be cute. Men be handsome. Um, but yes, we're gonna have a good time. We got some more events coming up. We got some traveling that's going to be taking place this weekend. We got our little girls trip because yes, work life balance is important. So it's God family business. Work life balance. We can't have all work and no play.
Right.
That makes that brings about miserable people. That's like you just working to pay bills. You working and you
You
can't do
working because you
anything.
gotta survive that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're not doing that in this season. You have to balance out your life. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and everything else will be added. We live by that. We stand by that. You got to seek God first, and then everything else God is going to take care of. So that's the blessing in that. We're going to shift a little bit. We're going to see if there are any testimonies. We're not doing questions, just testimonies. Some haze if y'all want to say hi, because we know it's been a minute. So we want to hear from you real quick, but we're not going to be up here long at all. We will come back up here the weekend. We will be together the weekend. So it's going to be an exciting time. Yeah, me and Coco have been getting together quite a bit this year because that's the plan. Yes, yes.
Got some stuff
And,
coming up. Y'all stay tuned.
mm-hmm.
Stay
Yep,
tuned.
yep, yep. So we've been saying, how, and Apostle's been saying it too. How you start your year is how it's going to be. Y'all know Coco and I started our year traveling.
Yes.
And
And walking in a place of favor.
exactly,
And
exactly. And
so
God is still showing favor, and we are yet still traveling. So, so we will be going out again. Um, so do you have anything?
I have all questions.
Okay.
So we're
So
not getting into
we're
the
not
questions tonight, y'all. That is not what we're gonna do.
not tonight.
So we are just gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. We will
Yes.
be back up here over the weekend sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we'll get back with y'all at that time.
Absolutely.
Probably have some more wonderful things to share by the time we come back over the weekend. So,
Yes.
or at least that is the plan.
So before y'all get off, I'm gonna show y'all one new product because y'all might see it floating around on TikTok if y'all following us or on Facebook. Y'all, I'm gonna just show y'all a new product. I came out with and y'all know my spoiled sister already done tried it. Um,
So why she
facial
keep
cleanser,
coming for me like this?
oatmeal facial cleanser. It's an oil, okay? It's an oatmeal facial cleanser oil, cleansing oil. And when I tell y'all this little bottle, all you need, it's a 2 ounce bottle, and all you need is a little bit. But when I tell you it moisturizes your skin and it cleanses and it makes your skin feel so good and so soft, it is awesome. And it has a green tea toner. And as y'all can see, yes, I use it. My face is nicely moisturized. My cheekbones are looking high.
I don't need no help in that area. No.
Nice and tight. When I say this product is awesome, and I'll let Coco tell y'all what she think because, like I said, my little spoiled sister has already used it. She was in the bathroom and she was taking a minute. I had it on the sink in the bathroom, and I'm like, Coco, what you doing?
Well, I happened to forget my facial cleaner, and then I needed to clean my face. So what was I supposed to do? Walk out looking crusty?
So I'm gonna let her because I made it. So of course, I'm gonna have great reviews, but I'm gonna let Coco tell y'all about it.
I mean, she said that like I was supposed to walk out looking crusty, y'all. I had a business engagement that day. I couldn't leave there with stuff in my eyeballs and all that wonderfulness. But um, so pretty much, it does make your skin feel very, very soft. Um, I can't really describe it. You would have to. It does exfoliate as it cleans, so you have to just take the time and rub your face. Make sure you shake it up though before you use it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, and I believe her toner is made with the apple cider vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it doesn't really. You can tell that it's there, but it's not there to where you can smell it, kind of. So you won't smell the vinegary smell.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're worried about that, you don't have to worry about that part because you won't smell it like that. And it's light, so that's the good thing about it. Now, um, she has to, of course, test it out for about it. Well, for her, because she ain't really got no marks and stuff on her face. But for people that have sensitive skin, I would just tell you to test it out for a month or two and see how you like it. Because even with the stuff that you buy in the store now, they tell you to try it for at least 30 days,
Mm-hmm.
right? And see what it does for your your skin. See how you like it, and it washes off very easy.
Yes, it does.
So you don't have that problem. It washes off real easy.
And all I can tell you for the people that has used it, because like I told y'all before, my goal is to be a holistic nurse. So I do my research before I come out with my products. Um, and I am a nurse in the nursing field. I have a bunch of nurses that has purchased this. And when I say they love this product in their face, it looks a lot better. And some of them has only been using it for about a week because it's only been a week since I came out with it. Um, but they've been using it and they love it. Love it, love it. I did have one person ask me to put more oatmeal in. So for my next batch, I will put a little bit more oatmeal, not too much more, but I will put a little bit more oatmeal in there for the next batch. But other than that, listen, this has been my best friend. I don't you once you put that toner on, you don't have to put any other moisturizer or anything on your face. And as you can see, it will lighten up some areas. It does work. I seen some dark spots under my eyes and I was like, I didn't even realize I had those under my eye. But yes, I seen some and I started using it. I focus on that area. So I started focusing under the eye because of that. And it looks a lot better now. So I'm excited about what God is doing. So those of you that may want to try it, y'all can inbox me because it's not on my website yet. I will be taking pictures and putting it on my website and go from there.
And for those of y'all that were asking and wondering what the body yogurt is,
Oh yeah.
this is the body yogurt. So I think this is a I think this is a 8 or 12 ounce bottle.
I think that's your eight
I
ounce.
think this is my 8 ounce. But I do for the body yogurt. I do 8 and 12, and I can make it smell like whatever you want it to smell like, or I can leave it unscented for those that have very super sensitive skin with
Mm-hmm.
absolutely nothing in it besides what it was made with. So this has been a good seller for me. That is what I got the big order on recently. So they did call me back and ask me to just do a big unscented batch, and they're gonna bottle it, which makes it easier for me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so I don't have to order all of these bottles and then figure out where I'm gonna put them after I get 200 bottles back down.
Yay.
So I am gonna have to buy a restaurant size emulsifier blender though, so that I can use it to blend everything while I have it in the bucket,
Mm-hmm.
to make it easier. Because once I get it all the butters blended and put the oils in it, I could just ship it. So it makes it
Mm-hmm.
easier for me to do. So I am gonna have to do that, but it made it easier for me, and I'm glad that way. So they can
Yay.
bottle up and put it in their nice little cute bottles that they want to use and
Mm-hmm.
all of that stuff. So I don't
Hey.
have hey, um, so that I don't have to. It makes it easier for me, and I can just do, you know, my one set price and get it over with. But it makes
Exactly.
it easier, and I can go ahead and get it out before April now. So
Mm-hmm.
makes that easier for me to do because I got everything I need to be able to do that.
Wonderful.
But I am gonna do another Zoom, you guys. I'm gonna post it, so I'm gonna say it. If you're interested in learning how to wholesale or white label the products you make, if you are that type of creator, I'm gonna make a Zoom for it and show you how to do it. All right. Because as long as you sell a wholesale, you're still making money,
That's
but that
right.
means you're selling in bulk.
That's right.
Right? And so that's the only difference. You're still selling your product, but you're selling it in bulk. If
Mm-hmm.
you're white label, you're still selling, right? But the person is taking your product and now putting their label on it.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you must make some real good stuff if they want a white label,
That's right.
right? And so you got to start and think about that too. Don't have it in your mind. Oh, somebody trying to steal my. No, they're buying it from you, so there's nothing to steal, and they don't
Exactly.
know. They don't know how you made it.
That's right.
Might put the ingredients on it because they have to put it on their label, but they don't know how you made it.
Hmm.
And so, because like Quick could give me her ingredients all day, but if I don't know how she put it together to get the texture she got or any of that, you could give me all the ingredients you like, and I'm gonna
Yes.
look at you like you crazy.
And I also have a butter, but my butter is not the same as her yogurt.
No,
So my butter is, I don't know if y'all can see. Wait, let me take this background
and
off for
even
a second.
my body gloss is not like her butter.
No.
I have a product called Body Gloss. It's not like her butter either. And so, listen, y'all, y'all have to just try all of our stuff.
Yes. So this butter is nicely whipped.
Yes, and her butter is not super thick. It's
See,
not super greasy. It don't take much.
at
Same
all.
thing with my body gloss. Not super thick, not super greasy. You ain't gonna walk around and slip off a chair
No.
like you a greased chicken. Okay, so it's not it's not gonna be none of that. All right.
And and just like Coco, I can put in the sense that you have. We don't have the same sense.
No, we do
Um,
not.
so it's
She has her winners. I have mine, but then I have custom scents that I make by
right.
putting a couple of my actual scents together.
And
And
that's
so
what I
those are
do.
right, and those are custom scents for me that people enjoy.
Right.
Right? So we don't have the same thing. Even with my Quentin has oil, but her oil is hair oil, massage oil,
Hmm.
and a no more pain one. And
Yes.
then I have a body oil. It's to make your body parts smell good. That's what it's for. I don't have all the other stuff, right? And so, like we have products, but we don't have the exact same product.
Right.
You guys have tried my lip balms. Some of you have tried my lip scrub. I don't have like scrubs. Like Quentin has body scrubs. I don't have
Yes.
body scrubs. So you guys have been asking me for that, but I have not made that yet. I have shower steamer and bath bombs, and I
I
make
don't have
soap.
those.
And I make soap. Quentin don't have those.
Mm-mm.
And then I also make laundry detergent.
And I
So
don't have that.
and the stuff to the carpet freshener for your carpet. So all of that type of stuff is what we got going on over here,
Exactly.
right? And so together, and candles. So I don't know how I forgot about that, but and so together, combined, we can make a whole stove, pretty
Absolutely.
much, right?
Absolutely.
We can make a whole
And
store
and
and stay
look,
tuned because we might actually do that. Okay?
look, let me tell you something. And it will be a spa type store.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something about this. This right here is my pineapple.
Oh Lord.
This I'm laughing because it brought me to the lady that we were dealing with, and she talked about she didn't have sex. Okay.
Yeah.
So this pineapple relaxation oil, I say this is for couples. Okay. Couples. If you are single, don't use this because it's going to aggravate you. And I say this because there is an ingredient in here, and it's deer antler velvet. And
And
if
it's for
you
the libido.
exactly, it boosts your libido. Now, this product, the smell is nicely subtle. It's really moisturizing, but use it as a couple, and you will have so much fun.
Listen,
From what I heard,
I ain't telling nobody to go sin. You
I
feel
ain't
me?
telling you to sin.
So don't go come at me later because this is what y'all like to do. Don't come at me later telling nobody to go sin nowhere. Okay?
I am not telling you to sin. But what I am saying is, married people, y'all know what y'all doing. Look, I ain't even up front. Y'all know what y'all doing. If y'all want to get the product, y'all grown. Go on and get the product,
Grown
okay?
bugs.
Y'all can hit me up. For those of you that need uh moisturizing hair oil, this is my rice oil. And I tell you, it moisturizes your hair very well. You use it 2 to 3 times a week. You don't want to over protein, but this oil, I love it. So I have two different hair oils. And y'all know about the other one, which is my ginger mint hair oil, and that's this one. You can use this. I use it every day. It help with the problem areas. It'll help your hair to grow. It'll help thicken up your hair. I use it every day. So right now my hair is in a braid, but for those of you that has been watching, y'all know my hair was a little bit shorter, and as you can see, because I cut it, but it is growing. I have it in a corn braid, but it is growing. But my shrinkage is real, because I got some curls. Restarted my locks. So, yeah. But I just wanted to go over a couple of things with you all. They will be up on my website this week. We'll be marketing very well. Very well. I will be coming out with another Shopify website also. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna go with Shopify. I'm actually closing down my Shopify and I'm going over to Etsy, you guys. So I'll be on Etsy, and then for you guys that want to get on the wholesale website, after I get everybody else signed up and hooked up, I'll give y'all that info. Um, because I want everybody else to get their products and stuff up there too, so that you guys can go hit them up as well.
yeah, and I'm working on that also. Um, my wholesale site. So yep, I'm working on it now. So with that being said, we are gonna get off here, but y'all hit us up if y'all want some product. Um, we make it at home, so until our store comes into fruition, because it is going to happen.
Hmm.
All righty. So we will get with y'all this weekend. But for now, I still have to pack and get ready
Yep,
to
and
get
we'll be
on this
posting.
road.
So we will do um the budget and saving party though Zoom while she's
Yes.
here over the weekend. So we will post that so you guys can join us and have a little
Hmm.
fun.
Hmm.
Don't think that because you learning something that'll help your life that it ain't fun, because it can be very fun.
It can be
And
very.
once you actually look at your budget and you see where your money is going, I think it'll be very enlightening for some of you.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. When I first, I Coco had turned me on to this app, and I still use it to this day. I don't know if she knows or not, but I still use it to this day. And when it first started telling me where my money was going, me and the app was arguing. I was like, you just need to get up out my business, because no, I'm just not going to stop. I don't have to cook if I don't want to, because look, listen. So then I had to come to grips that, okay, it's doing what you're telling it to do pretty much. You
Hmm.
gave it access. So
Right.
it's telling you what it's doing. So then when I started seeing some of those numbers decrease, I was like, okay, Quint. Yep, you did good today. Okay, Ab, you did real good. Because when you start seeing where that's going, ooh, and you like, this didn't even make no sense. You got coffee in the kitchen. Why you keep spending $5 on a cup of coffee? It didn't have espresso. You make excuses for the
For the stuff
silly
that you
stuff
do.
that you do.
Hmm.
And that was me. So now I'm like, okay, I had to hear somebody too before, and they were like, make sure when you get paid, you have some type of cash in your pocket. Stop using your card all the time. You're always supposed to have cash. And I'm like, all right. So last week, when I got paid, or the last time I got paid, I stuck some cash in my pocketbook. I never carry cash. I stuck cash in my pocketbook. Well, when I wanted to get me something from Wendy's or whatever, they was like, "We're only taking cash." I was like, "Oh shoot!" Listen,
So glad you had something in your pocket, huh?
so I didn't have to worry about getting out the line, getting the attitude. I was able to do what I needed to do. And once that cash was gone, okay, I'm not quick to pull out my card because this is what I budgeted for. So having that budget is important. And then seeing the excess in your bank account, what? You for real? Is that still there? Oh shoot, yes. And my bills are paid.
Yep.
That's a blessing. It's a blessing. So, y'all want to join? Join. I'm telling y'all, y'all want to join us, okay? Because I learned a lot from this little girl over here. Yes, I do, y'all. Yes, I do.
Hey, Simone.
Hey, Simone, and don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't know, but it's good. You know, when you in a room, and even if you know something that somebody is teaching, you're supposed to take out the parts that you don't know or learn how to do it a little bit better than what you were doing it than how you were doing. So it is so important for you not to be the smartest person in the room. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You're
Listen.
always supposed to learn something. Just saying. Just saying.
And
So
on top of that, you want to budget your money because you need to have some type of emergency fund.
exactly.
If you don't have some form of an emergency fund, something's not right. Because what
Hmm.
happens when that day comes that you need one and don't have it?
Right.
Now you're trying to figure it out.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And this is a way to keep you from having to figure it out. And you don't have to start out saving a whole heap.
Hmm.
Just like you pay your tithes and you take out 10% for that, take out
Hmm.
10-20% for savings.
Exactly.
Same thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so you just want to make sure that you're covered. You know what I mean? You don't want to have
Exactly.
to, trust me, you don't want to feel what it's like to be in those moments when you got a need and don't have it.
Right. And think about it. For some of the things that you want to do, you need money for. These
Right.
conferences, baby, these conferences are not free.
No.
When people are coming down, they got to be housed. There's other
Yeah.
thing that has to take place. And we treat our guests real well. So it is important for you to know where your money is going.
Right.
Okay. And you may have some goals for your personal life. You might want to buy a house. You might need a new car. You might want to go back to school. There's so many things. You might want to open your business. Opening a business, it takes money.
Right. And on top of that, you got to think about this too as well. You if you want to take a trip, nobody's telling you not to. But budget
Exactly.
for the trip.
Budget for the trip.
Don't spend your rent money to go take a cruise, and when you come back, you got an eviction notice on your door.
Exactly.
Don't do that. Don't spend
Hmm.
your car note
Exactly.
to go to the casino. Don't do that. Budget for
Or your
that.
light bill.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You got to budget for these things. Don't do that, right? And then you sitting back scrounging again, like I said, trying to
Hmm.
figure it out. Don't put yourself in that position. You know, I bless the Lord that right before my husband got hurt last year, I got a major blessing, and I was able to use that blessing to pay my bills for 6 months straight because I knew we weren't gonna have his income no more.
Hmm.
And so at the end of the day, you do things like that. Pay your bills up for a couple months.
Hmm.
Why? If you pay them up for a couple months, you can sit back for a few months and not do nothing.
That's right.
Think about that. If your bills are paid, you're not broke.
Hmm.
So stop saying you broke because you paid bills. Look at what you just spoke on yourself.
That's right.
You got to stop and think about how you are, the word usage that you are using upon yourself
Hmm.
and the things that you got. You're not
Hmm.
broke if your bills are paid.
That's right.
Your bills are paid and you are fine.
Hmm.
Why? Because you ain't got to figure it out. You ain't got to explain to nobody why something is late and why you didn't make the whole payment.
Exactly.
Right? So you are not broke. So stop saying that because I hear too many people, oh, I'm broke because I paid all my bills. How you
Mm-mm.
broke if you pay your bills? How that work? That's not what that is. So
Mm-mm.
you got to start changing your language concerning yourself.
And look, can I say this too? Another thing that you can do when it comes to your like your car note, pay a little bit extra for
Yeah,
your
that's
credit
what I've
card.
been doing. And when they sent me the receipt yesterday, I was like, oh, I paid that much over
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't realize it.
Mm-hmm.
I paid so much over that I was like ahead literally already by maybe a month and a half. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't realize that. But
Right.
every time I did it, I just paid like the extra 40, 50, whatever have you.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Exactly.
it ain't got to be much. We're not telling you to double the note.
Right.
Uh,
And even
Some of
with
y'all
your
been some of y'all been doing that. Let me tell you that doubling the note don't help your life.
it don't.
Okay,
It
but
don't. You can ask them to put that overage towards the principal,
yes,
and not the interest. But even with your credit card bills, if you have a credit card, don't just pay the
the
um
minimum.
the minimum.
Mm-mm.
Pay over.
Yeah,
It
and
is
try to keep your credit card utilization as low as possible.
yes.
Don't max it out and have like
Yes.
$40 left to spend on it,
Hmm.
and then you got to figure out how you feel to pay the rest of it. Yeah, don't do that.
Right. Right. And don't look at your credit card as a bill. It's revolving
Yeah,
finances.
yeah, it gave you access, right?
Exactly.
You got to keep the access flowing.
Keep it flowing.
So, well, we'll talk all of that in the Zoom, and
Yeah.
we'll even have a do a show about it,
Hmm.
right? And we'll do that for you guys. But yeah, this is the type of stuff we like to sit down and talk about.
Yes. But
And it
see,
ain't
my
all,
sister is the accountant. I know some of this stuff, guys, but my sister is the accountant. So I can give some input, but she can give you a lot more. Um, so it is so important to deal with and do certain things. Okay. So my skin look pretty. Um, so with that being said, Simone, we're about to close out, baby. But we was just giving some tips, just different tips. We went over some of our products. We gave some tips about life. We just gave a little bit of tips, just checking in. But we'll be back this weekend because we will be together. And yes, we are excited about that. So we will hit y'all up the weekend. All right. So chat with y'all later.
yeah. See y'all later. Y'all know motto already,
Mm-hmm. Night
right?
night.
Night night.